Alright, I'm working on my Western Whiteout and the remote's just flashing. I'll show you in a minute what the remote's doing. And I've tested this, test that. All my connections are good. I thought it might be my solenoid. I put the new solenoid in, and that wasn't it. I'm gonna pull this motor off. I've never had to change a motor on one of these. Let's see, there's just these two bolts. And I unhook the solenoid, and the ground and the positive, and then take the motor off. Well, I got the solenoid unhooked, and I got the bolts out. They take a 3/8 wrench, and that motor is kind of sticking on there. I'm gonna tap it with a hammer. Let's see if a little persuasion helps. There it goes. Let's see. I think, I don't know if you can see it, but the motor can't come down any further because it's in this hydraulic line. I think that if I drop this arm down, let's see here, I'm gonna pull my cotter pins out of here. I'm gonna drop this arm down, and you can see where the motor is sitting on this hydraulic line. It should come out. I got this. I bought this motor as a backup. I have 4 of the same plow, so I bought a spare motor years ago, and this is the first time we're actually gonna need it. And the bolts are different sizes. Okay, the bolts on this one are 10mm socket. And you gotta keep this plastic thing on there until you're ready to install it. And this is a genuine Western pump too, so that comes off. Alright, so we got this little indexing pin, okay, and the motor sits in there about like this. Okay, so I'm gonna get a pair of needle nose pliers and turn it so this little slot runs this way. That way when I push everything up, hopefully it all goes right into place. This stuff. Alright, so I'm going to take my needle nose. I'm going to get that slot running. I don't know if these are thin enough. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull out this armature. Alright, I'm going to reach in there and turn the old one, or turn the I'm going to turn the slot in the valve with this. Easier said than done. Alright. Make a line so I can see where that slot is. Okay. Okay, I can see my line right here, so I can pull this down. Now that slot should be running this way, which it is. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Ugh. Okay, so it's going to go about like this. These two terminals come out on facing this way. So once this is in, I'll have a little bit of room to turn it and get that pin in. Well, let's see. Okay. Okay, let's try to get one more time. Okay, it's in. Let's try to get these bolts started. I'm not sure why that bolt doesn't want to start. Come on. Oh, I need a break. Wish I had my... Let's see here. Alright, just leave it a little bit loose so we can get the other one in. Ay, ay, ay. Pain in the butt. Alright, doesn't need to be super tight. Alright. Let's see, get one like this. Good. These little ass screws. I need a little extension. Such a pain in the ass. Leaving that solenoid all hooked up might not have been such a great idea. Oh, you know what? The holes where the solenoid mounts are not pre-threaded. So that's fun. I think it's just like an aluminum housing, and you gotta just kind of get it started and drive it home. That's fun. I thought I was cross-threading it. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so that's what you gotta do. I gotta loosen up this one wire, get it out of my way. This has gotta come out of my way. Yeah, so in hindsight, I would not try to skip a step and leave this solenoid hooked up if I were to do this again, which I'm sure I will be doing this again eventually. Let's see here. There's that hole. Alright, on the bright side, the threads do cut in fairly easily. Easily enough, you gotta be careful to not over tighten it, it'll probably strip it right out. Okay. Alright, we can hook up our positive and negative again. Alright, so we got our motor in and all hooked back up. Let's hook it to the truck and see if that was our issue. Alright, so what our problem is, I don't know if you can see it, but when you turn the controller on, the float light flashes one time. And I've never seen that. I mean, there's all kinds of problems that'll cause this light to flash, but the float light, that's something different. And so far we've changed our battery cables, we changed the motor, we changed the solenoid. It's something on the plow. We've hooked this truck up to different plows, and the other plows work with this truck. And we hooked up a different truck to this plow, and it didn't work. We were getting the same symptom with the one flash on the float. So I gotta look to see if that's like an error code. I'm gonna get online and see if there's a manual for it. Okay, so I brought my plow module home last night, trying to figure out my electrical issue. I took a utility knife and I cut all the way around this. This is just silicone down. I went around it over and over and over again, and then I really, with a flat screwdriver, I worked my way around and I peeled it off. So it comes apart fairly easily. And what I was hoping for, comes out of here. I was hoping to find some amount of corrosion, or to see a burned component or a short or something on here, and unfortunately it looks fine. I tested the resistance through all of these with the multimeter, and I get the same reading through all these components. So, and I really don't know how to test it beyond that. So I'm running out of things to test. I mean, this still could be the problem. It's just not blatantly obvious. This is the problem. These are $350. So I really wanted to kind of pinpoint exactly what the problem was before I spent the money on it. But I've got a few more things to test. I'm going back into the shop this afternoon, and we'll see if we can't figure this thing out. Yeah, so I got online also. I was looking for something that explains, on Western's website. I got on YouTube looking for this symptom where I turn my controller on and I get one flash from the float light, and I can't find anything. So I'm starting to wonder if I have something going on with the Plow lowering electrical system. So I printed the diagram for the Plow lowering, and we're going to go through that and see if I can't figure out if it's something is on all the time that shouldn't be on all the time. So I ended up pulling a Plow module off one of the other plows. I didn't want to spend the money on a new one without knowing for sure if that was a problem or not. So we put the new Plow module on, and our problem is gone. So that was the issue, even though it looked fine. So at least it's fixed.